You've been told your whole life that 8 hours of sleep is enough, that if you're getting your 8 hours, you're doing fine. I've had patients sitting across from me, proud of their 8 hours, whose brains were aging 15 years faster than they should have been. 8 hours meant nothing, because what was happening inside those 8 hours was the real problem. One of them was a woman named Helen. 61, sharp her whole life, ran a bookkeeping firm for 30 years, never missed a number. She came to me because she was forgetting client names she'd known for a decade, walking into rooms and standing there completely blank. She slept 7.5 hours every night like clockwork. She figured sleep was the one thing she was doing right. It was the one thing destroying her. And she had no idea because nobody had ever explained to her what sleep is actually supposed to do. Here's what most doctors won't spend the time explaining. While you sleep, your brain runs its own cleaning cycle. Doctors call it the glymphatic system. Think of it like a dishwasher for your brain. During deep sleep, your brain cells physically shrink by up to 60%. That opens up the spaces between them, and a wave of fluid rushes through and flushes out the toxic waste that built up during the day. One of those waste products is a protein called beta amyloid. When it doesn't get cleaned out, it clumps into sticky plaques. Those plaques are the hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. A study published in Nature Communications in early 2026 confirmed that even one night of poor sleep measurably increases the amount of beta amyloid left sitting in your brain. Today, I'm going to show you 5 sleep mistakes that shut this cleaning system down. And most people over 50 are making at least 3 of them right now. I'm Dr. Gray, and I'm going to save many lives after this video. Most people think of sleep the way they think of charging a phone. You plug in, you power up, you unplug in the morning. Simple. The reality is that your brain is more active during certain stages of sleep than during parts of your waking day. And the stage that matters most, deep sleep, also called slow-wave sleep, is the one that falls off a cliff as you get older. At 25, you get roughly 90 minutes of deep sleep a night. By 60, that can drop to 30 minutes or less. And here's the part that should concern you. Deep sleep is the only stage where the brain's cleaning system runs at full power. A meta-analysis of 76 studies found that poor sleep quality raised dementia risk by up to 27%, and sleeping too little pushed Alzheimer's risk up by as much as 66%. So every year after 50, you're naturally losing the sleep stage your brain depends on most. And if you're also doing things that suppress it further, which almost everyone is, the damage compounds. Your brain produces waste every single day. The only question is whether it's getting cleaned up at night. For most people over 50, the honest answer is no. Mistake 1. You're sleeping enough hours, but almost none of it is deep. This is the most dangerous one on the list because you can't feel it happening. You go to bed at 10, you wake up at 6, 8 hours. You think you're covered, but sleep has stages, and your brain doesn't treat them equally. Light sleep is like rinsing a plate under the tap. Deep sleep is the full wash cycle. That's when the brain cells shrink, the fluid rushes in, and the beta amyloid gets flushed out. After 50, your body naturally produces less deep sleep. That's already working against you. But 3 everyday habits suppress it even further. Alcohol in the evening, a warm bedroom, and going to sleep at different times every night. If you're doing all 3, you could spend 8 hours in bed and get almost 0 deep cleaning. Here's what nobody tells you. There's no alarm that goes off when your deep sleep disappears. You won't feel different in the morning. You'll wake up, feel okay, and assume everything's working. Meanwhile, the waste is sitting there, night after night after night. And by the time you notice the fog, the buildup has been going on for years. Mistake 2. You use alcohol to wind down. I hear this one every week. A glass of wine at 9, asleep by 10, and it works. You fall asleep faster. That part is real, but alcohol is a sedative, and sedation is not sleep. Think of it this way. A power outage and turning off the lights both leave you in the dark, but one is controlled, and the other is a shutdown. Alcohol pushes your brain into something closer to the shutdown. It skips the deep stages and parks you in light sleep. Your cleaning system barely turns on. Your REM sleep, the stage where your brain processes emotions and locks in memories, gets cut roughly in half. So you wake up after 8 hours thinking it went fine, but your brain ran maybe 20% of its cleaning cycle. Do that 3 or 4 nights a week for 10 years, and the beta amyloid has been quietly stacking up the entire time. But I'm not done yet. The less deep sleep you get, the worse your brain cleans itself. The worse it cleans, the more waste accumulates. The more waste accumulates, the harder deep sleep becomes. It turns into a loop, and alcohol is one of the fastest ways to kick it off. Mistake 3. Your bedroom is too warm. Your brain needs a temperature drop to enter deep sleep. Your core body temperature has to fall by about 2 to 3 degrees before the deep stages begin. Think of it like a key in a lock. Without that drop, the door to deep sleep doesn't fully open. Most people keep their bedroom around 72 degrees Fahrenheit, about 22 Celsius. That feels nice when you get under the covers, but comfortable and effective are two very different things here. At that temperature, your body can't cool down fast enough, and you spend more of the night stuck in lighter stages where the cleaning system barely runs. The research says 60 to 67 Fahrenheit, about 15 to 19 Celsius. That feels cold for the first few minutes, but your body adjusts quickly under the blanket. My patient Robert was sleeping 8 hours every night and waking up drained. His bedroom was 74 degrees. We dropped it to 65 and changed nothing else. 2 weeks later, he said his mornings felt like a completely different experience. Same bed, same pillow, same hours, just cooler air. Mistake 4. You scroll your phone in bed and call it relaxing. Your brain decides when to start the sleep process based on light. When the sun goes down, a small gland in your brain releases melatonin, the hormone that tells your whole system the day is over and it's time to shift gears. Your phone screen blasts blue-white light from about 14 inches away. Your brain reads that as midday sun. Melatonin gets delayed by up to an hour, sometimes more. And here's what most people miss. That delay doesn't just push back when you fall asleep. It compresses the deep sleep window that comes in the first half of the night. That first half is where most of your brain cleaning happens. So even if you still fall asleep at the same time, the quality has been gutted. You traded your deepest, most restorative cycles for shallow sleep that barely moves the needle. The fix costs nothing. Stop screens 30 to 60 minutes before bed, read a physical book. Let the room go dark. Let melatonin do what it was built to do. Your brain knows how to fall asleep. You just have to stop telling it the sun is still out. Mistake 5. You sleep on your back. This one surprises everyone. Research published in the Journal of Neuroscience found that sleeping on your side, either side, lets the brain's drainage system work more efficiently than sleeping on your back or your stomach. Think about a gutter on the side of a road. When water hits a flat surface, it pools. When there's a slight angle, it flows. Your brain's cleaning channels work on the same principle. Side sleeping creates a better angle for the fluid to move through those tiny spaces between brain cells. This one alone won't save you if you're making the other 4 mistakes. But if you're over 50 and already losing deep sleep naturally, every small advantage adds up. A pillow between the knees makes it easier to stay on your side through the night and keeps your spine aligned. Here's your prescription. Tonight, drop your bedroom temperature to 65 degrees or below. Costs nothing. This week, move your last drink of alcohol at least 4 hours before bed. If you're pouring wine at 9 and sleeping at 10, your brain never gets a real cleaning cycle. Push it to dinner and stop there. This month, build a screen-free last hour before bed. 30 minutes minimum, 60 if you can manage it. Let melatonin do its job without fighting a screen. Try switching to side sleeping. Free, easy, research-backed. And if you're sleeping 8 hours and still waking up feeling like you barely slept, ask your doctor about a sleep study. You might have sleep apnea and not know it. Nearly 30 million Americans do, and most are undiagnosed. Sleep apnea destroys deep sleep from the inside, and it's one of the most treatable conditions in medicine once someone actually finds it. Helen, the woman I told you about at the start, eventually came back. The fog had gotten worse. She was losing names, dates, whole stretches of conversation with people she loved. She told me she just assumed this was the price of getting older and that nothing could be done about it. We started late with Helen, but we started. We made the same 5 changes, and over 6 months, the decline slowed. She told me she wished someone had explained this to her 10 years earlier. That's the part that stays with me. Not that the information is complicated, it's 5 simple changes. It's that nobody told her. Nobody connected the dots between her sleep and her brain. Your brain is going to run its cleaning cycle tonight, whether you help it or not. The only difference is whether you give it the right conditions: cool room, dark room, no alcohol in the system, no screen light confusing it, or whether you let it limp through the night on half power and hope for the best. 5 changes, 1 brain. You already know what to do. Tonight is the first night that counts. Now you know. The rest is on you.